friends, just a little note. So, I've been editing or correcting and making a record of all the transcripts of my YouTube videos that you've been sabotaging since December 2024. Before, you were stealing the watch time and taking my videos, but 2024, you started sabotaging my transcripts, breaking my brand, and like I said, the tell is always in the response. So I can tell who your clients are, the things you're trying to hide. And what was really interesting is the ones that you went to extra effort to sabotage, like the ones about my July wrap up from 2020 and my Benedict option book review, where not only did you straight up delete the transcripts, but you uploaded a transcript that was complete nonsense. And I was thinking, why would somebody do that to those particular ones? Is it just because I mentioned Annie Crawford in there, the pathetic pick-me that was thought that she was so central to the plot to impersonate me? Or what I just realized is that y'all are probably, this is what I think you guys are the content writers for the Council of National Policy's stable of stooges that they're putting out there, including Rod Dreher. And I think the Benedict option was put together by the MAA content thieves, and specifically Annie Crawford. She was in the same book reading group. We were doing the Benedict option. She's only there like 1 week when I started saying, this makes no sense. I mean, literally, you don't have to be a history major to realize that book assessment of history is complete nonsense. But what it was like a primer to basically for Christian nationalists, with a lead up to Voddie Bachman's horrific book, Fault Lines, which I'm pretty sure y'all also ghost wrote because it's a bunch of complete nonsense, ignorant garbage. Anyway, but what I realized was that I think it was the same thing as when I started calling out the sock puppets on Twitter on December 2023 when y'all started hacking me because you lied and said I was part of your little crew. And when I started calling out, it made it very obvious that I was not. So I think that's what it was about this one, right? I was also supposedly part of this little content creation agencies for wannabe Nazis. And when I started in both those reviews, like the one in July, I hadn't even gotten through it, but I was like, this is nonsense. This is just not good at all. I have no idea why people like it, which I don't think people actually do. I think all the positive reviews are a bunch of freaking faked reviews from a bunch of sock puppets. People who have read it that actually know what they're talking about. Especially the one from the Catholic site, which I quote in my actual book review of Roger's Benedict option, described the assessment of history as a potted history. It's a complete just distortion of St. Benedict of Nursia, of his position, and also Alistair McIntyre's completely misrepresented what he says in After Virtue. But no, they don't care about that because they just lie and misrepresent people for their own manipulative and disgusting agenda. So the reason I know this is because, again, the original videos, they not only deleted the English transcript, but they uploaded a complete nonsense SRT file that was supposedly a Vietnamese language, which not that either. And so last night, I was uploading all of the ones that I had found so far that had deleted transcripts. Those losers, no joke, were literally sitting. I don't know, hacking it through tunneling through my laptop, or if they're actually hacking YouTube, I transcripts to process. Because by the time I got in to looked at them myself, because I was compiling other transcripts, they had already corrupted the ones as they were. So 2 things that they did, and this is like a total tell, corrupted my name and my channel name, right? Breaking my brand. And what they did this time, so they're trying to make it seem like, oh, this is just the way YouTube generates the captions. No, they capitalized my name and my middle name. So okay, so I'm assuming this is still going. So what the losers did, they have my Google Pixel still, they have it hacked. So what they did was, stupid me, I should have turned off the phone because it had internet access and I must have still had a tab open to StreamYard on that, and they were cutting the video, probably the audio too. So anyway, losers, let's just discuss. So what they did was, so last night I was uploading a copy of, because I have all my videos that I've created, other than the ones that they've gone through and deleted, because they've been doing that, hacking my devices, deleting things, sabotaging things, corrupting things, all of that. But anyway, so last night I was uploading videos of just as unlisted videos on YouTube, so YouTube would generate the transcripts. And then I downloaded it, was downloading it as an SRT file, and then uploading it to the original YouTube video. So the original one would have transcripts again. And I have to say, when I first, obviously I haven't been doing videos recently because losers have been relentlessly attacking me nonstop. But anyway, the transcripts I was looking at, the YouTube auto-generated transcripts are they're a lot better than they were when I was doing this in 2020, or when I first started doing this in 2020. So I upload those videos, and no joke, these jackasses are so desperate. They have no life. They're literally sitting there, because I had my laptop open and I've been compiling these transcripts on my iPad into a scrivener project, because the jackasses have been, if I do it on my computer, they delete it and hack it, right? So this is my Dell laptop that I bought from Tech Mobility in North Carolina through Newegg. This is the one that they have the device number on, that they just go in and out at will. So anyway, can't use that to compile the transcripts because they'll just delete on my work. So I've been doing it on my iPad, which they can still get into that somehow too. I don't know. But anyway, not as easily. So I'm letting things process on my laptop, and I'm compiling on my iPad, and I'm waiting for those captions to come out of processing. And it was pretty quick. Not even joking. By the time I got there, they had already sabotaged the transcripts. And here's the thing. This is what they're trying to do, is they're trying to prove, oh no, we didn't sabotage it. This was just how YouTube generated the captions. First of all, I went through, they don't know what work is, but I had a process for all of my videos, and all of those up until I got to, I think, my hack saga. I don't think I edited those transcripts, but all of those, I edited the transcripts, all of them. And it was just part of my process. This is what I did. So all the ones that they're, oh, this is just, no, it's not. I have a post on Twitter that shows how, where the captions were first generated. You can tell the date that I published an edited transcript, and you can tell the date it was sabotaged. And like I said, they have been sabotaging my transcripts since December 2024, still to this day. I mean, literally, like last week, I saw, I don't know. I mean, not only are they editing transcripts, I mean, I have corrected transcripts, and then they go behind me and sabotage them again. So anyway, what was I saying? So I go, and as soon as they process, the losers are editing it so it looks like, oh, this is just how YouTube transcribes words. No. So if anybody who's actually edited a YouTube transcript will know, is that sometimes YouTube will capitalize proper names, like the names of people, but usually even like things like my name, a lot of times, usually it's all lowercase. Every single one of them that they sabotaged last night, they capitalized my name, misspelled my name, right? They misspelled it, and they also capitalized my they corrupted the name of my channel, Raised to Walk, and but they capitalized it. Hey, let's be obvious, losers. But anyway, that one on the July wrap up, I mean, it's like, I have to like really strain my brain to think like a loser would think to figure out what they're doing. But at this point, they're so obvious. I mean, it's like, it's just so obvious. So they went through and they broke my brand. They like corrupted my name. They corrupted my channel name. And then in that wrap up, I'm talking about that I was we were reading the Benedict option in Zach Schmal's book group. And I said, and that first one, I was just had kind of like I said, it was kind of like a negative. I mean, I could tell off the jump that it was like, but they corrupted Rod Dreher's name, every single instance of it, and also Benedict of Nursia, every single one of them. So this is obviously, again, the tells in the response. This is what they're trying to hide, but it just confirms to me, like I knew Annie was behind that crappy Vadi Bachman book, Fault Lines. I mean, horrific. I mean, it was so obvious because he even said it in the interview. He was like, it wasn't me. It wasn't me. Of course it wasn't you because you didn't write the freaking book. Anyway, sloppy. That's just, that's just the way they are. I mean, like, why do I need to footnote anything? I just say what I want to say? Because that's what they have been doing. Lying, saying whatever they want to say. Who cares about footnotes and what's actually true? So anyway, yeah, so that was going on. But this is just what I want to say to you, friends. This is what I was going to say till we go into this whole little charade about trying to shut off the feed and all that kind of crap. If you hadn't have been losers and jackasses, if you had just like settled this, because what they did is they got contracts based on me being involved and forged my name. I probably had somebody impersonating me, like, oh yeah, I'm part of this, whatever. If you had just backed off 2 years ago and just settled things and realized you weren't going to be able to feed off me like the pathetic parasites that you are anymore, I probably would have been like, oh, I don't know. But because of what you've done over the past 2 years, because of like how you've doubled down over and over and over again and the disgusting depths you've sunk to, I do not care. This probably could have been settled quietly with nobody else knowing. But what they did was they've been blocking my communications, all types of communications, probably also bribing people to stop email. So I'm positive right now that there is a court case to settle it, and they're trying to make it seem like other people are behind my work, taking credit for my education, my experience, when they're all a bunch of liars. They've been lying this whole time. So because you've done that, because you've blocked me from speaking for myself and defending my work, everybody's going to know your name. Everybody's going to know your name. And if you hadn't done this, you could have still been putting up a front like you're this good Christian, or putting up this facade at all your little conferences that you go to. But now everyone will know your name. So congratulations. Look what your shadiness got you.